You're listening to IWW Radio, coming to you from Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. And in the house today we have Dave Rave back for part two. Dave, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me back, Fred. I had a lot of fun the first time.
Thanks for being on, Dave. Dave, we're going to talk a little bit about this tune that we're going to listen here, which is High Wind. And can you tell our listeners a little bit about the tune?
Well, the tune, it's just written about people getting together. It's hard to meet people sometimes, and we're shy, and we see each other and we don't know the appropriate things to say, but really deep inside, we want to talk to each other. So High Wind sort of addresses that, like people just trying to get together and become friends, in this modern age.
Perfect. Well, listeners and folks, let's listen to this right now. It's High Wind by Dave Rave off his new album, which is going to be released tomorrow night.
That's right.
I saw her walking down the aisle, so she would be first in the cafeteria line. And the style of someone she admired, the scarlet she wore, well, it made her smile. Loneliness will live in a heart that's proud. Loneliness will live in the heart of town. A high wind is blowing through the town, in every street, going up and down. A high wind is blowing through the town, in every tree and every river bound. Loneliness will live in the heart of town. Loneliness will live in the heart of town. Steady now, he guards his hell. Like a monk, he keeps to himself. She sees him melting in the crowd. He looks like someone she says out loud. Loneliness will live in a heart that's proud. Loneliness will live in the heart of town. A high wind is blowing through this town, in every street, going up and down. A high wind is blowing through the town, in every tree, every river bound. Loneliness will live in the heart of town. Loneliness will live in the heart of town. Another day she sees him at the mall. He looks away, 'cause he's feeling small. The rain falls hard on his parade, but the sun of his smile is gonna make his day. Loneliness will live in the heart of town. Loneliness will live in the heart of town. A high wind is blowing through the town, in every street, going up and down. A high wind is blowing through the town, in every tree, twisted gold of Paris dream. The future holds like strolling down these streets of old. You're so fine. You can hear the bells now tolling. I can see your eyes are knowing. You are mine. You are mine. Right here in the afternoon, old photographs that fill this room. Your party dress and your eyes that shine. You're so fine. You are mine. You're so
Austin's a good one.
You're listening to IWW Radio, coming to you from Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. And you were just listening to Friend and Lover. Dave, tell us a little bit about that tune and how that was born.
Well, I had this good little lick, and I the next thing you know, all the words came together in one gulp, and you're always really happy when that happens. It was just a great little narrative, and then I brought it to Carl Jennings, the producer from Freedom Train, and she just found the right groove underneath it, and then we added that little end part at the end, friend and lover, just to sum up what the whole song was, the feel of the song. So it was just a lovely little composition that went really quickly, and it's nice. It was a lot of fun to do.
Perfect. Tomorrow night, you want to tell our listeners what's happening?
Yeah, I'm debuting the album worldwide tomorrow from a concert in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, at the place called the Casbah. Perfect. And I'm going to have a great band. Freedom Train is going to be playing with me because they're on the record, and Carl produced it. And then I'm going to have beautiful Miss Haley Rose join me to do some singing, and I've been playing with Haley the last few years, last 3 or 4 years. And then my great friend and band member from Teenage Head, Gord Lewis, is going to finish the show off, and we're going to have a lot of fun playing the great Teenage Head songs that Freedom Train have picked that they want to play live, and we're really excited, and basically fan favorites. So It's going to be a nice night of music, new music and old music, some of our favorites.
Perfect. Well, I wish you all the best on your new release, Dave. And
yes, thank you.
We're going to move on to the next tune here. Go to Boston by Dave Rave.
On a wing in a prayer, we're going to Boston. Hold my breath, hold the phone, yeah, we're going to Boston. We're bringing the guitars, the drums and the bass. We're printing directions and maps just in case. I've been waiting a long time, now we're going to Boston. Gonna show them a good time, yeah, we're going to Boston. Destiny calls, destiny calls. It's a 300 miles or so, we're going to Boston. All night back in the Chevy, because we're going to Boston. I'm dreaming, the dream's coming true. We leave in an hour, we'll get there by 2. Yeah, I'll be going to Boston. I'm thinking it over, I'm starting again. And Boston feels good like a long-lost friend. Now I spread my arms wide because I'm going to Boston. Better open your hearts now, I'm going to Boston. Yeah, 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 I'm going to Boston.
You're listening to IWW Radio, coming to you from Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. And in the house today we have Dave Rave. Dave, that was an excellent song that we just heard, Go to Boston. And can you tell us a little bit about that? We got about a minute left.
Yeah, I woke up 6 in the morning in my sleep, and these chords in this song came out with a line, going to Boston. And that great line, explain yourself, happens, right? And it just was so natural. And I love Boston, great city that I've performed at many times, and it's a nice drive, you know, from New York City to Boston. I was living in New York City when I wrote the song.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for being on the show, Dave. It's been a pleasure, and we are looking forward to part 3. And you're listening to...
wait.
Yes, I can't wait either. You're listening to IWW Radio, coming to you from Niagara Falls, Ontario. Have a great night.